Good evening, everyone. Sorry, running a little bit late. Welcome to Wednesday night. Today is the 24th of August 2022, Wednesday night, and my name is Kelley Farley. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Karaka, Auckland. I hope you're all well. Just putting my computer on mute so I can see people as they come in, and do say hi. I'm going to change that. Get it going. Two lovelies. Hi, Mary. I think that's you that I can see up there. So we've got three. So we're going to, I'm going to move this a bit closer. So this is an easy, what's called an easy 4-fold card, and it just opens up like this. It's quite effective, I thought, but looks really quite cool when it's all closed up as well. And it's not terribly bulky. I wouldn't put dimensionals on any of the layers. Hi, Gail. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Mary. Yeah, so, and I've used a stamp set that I haven't really used too much, which is really nice as well. Where is it called? What is it called? Botanical Layers is the stamp set that I've used here, and it has got these leaf images and these two leafy images here, and then this piece here and this piece here are actually printed vellum, so which is really quite lovely. So which comes in a pack like this, and it's actually cut to 3 3/4 by 5, which is a really nice card front size. Obviously for the front I had to chop that down, but we're going to use some of this tonight. It comes in a sealed packet, so I've actually just put it in one of my card packet things. So this is what they come with. So it comes with these circles, which are you can see through. So there's, I think there's 6. 1, 4, 5. Do you know, Andrea, I have just chucked some banana muffins in the oven, and I went into Matt and I said, can you just keep an eye on those? I've set the timer for 15 minutes. He's like, yep, give me my phone, because he'll probably fall asleep. Does that mean you get some, Catherine? If she's made cake, she brings it along to work to share. We were foolish and kind of thought out loud to the children. We had a few bananas left over from our fruit, so I brought some home, and we're making uniced banana cupcakes for the children. So this one's quite nice too. It's just got the spots, but it gives a really nice frame. And then this is one that I used. Hi, Alison. So I think you get 6 of each sheet of the printed ones. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different prints. Oh, yay, you must be looking forward to that. Secret kiwi chocolate cake. Oh, that sounds intriguing, Andrea. And then you get a stack of pre-cut plain vellum sheets. So if you Addie made chocolate cake yesterday, and you've eaten that already. Hopefully you've had visitors. Yeah, so there's all up, you get 60 sheets with the printed ones and then the plain ones. So it's quite a good deal. I think it's about $12, and so it'll last for quite some time. And then, you know, this vellum is so good. We've done we have done heat embossing on vellum. You can stamp on vellum. You can run it through your cut and emboss machine to dry emboss it. So there's heaps that you can do with it. But it comes, you can actually get it in a bundle with the stamp set and save 10%. So there you go. All right, so our card tonight, I'm sticking with the black and white theme because I thought it was quite effective. And we're going to, oh, my light's not on. Let me sort that out. There we go. Hopefully that's a little bit better. I do need to zoom out a bit. So bear with. It's actually just like moving my comments out of the way. Okay. Alright, so we have a piece of cardstock that is 11.5 by 5.5 from memory. Yep. So 5.5 and then 11.5. So you're taking off like 1/4 of an inch on the bottom of your A4. So you will only get one of these out of an A4 piece, but you know, you can use the extra bits for decorating. Then you'll need a piece of another piece matching your base, because it doesn't actually have to match your base, but you know, those of us who like matchy, it needs to be the same color as your base, because that's this little piece here that flips out. All right, so that piece is, what are we, 4 1/4 inches, which is 10, I want to say 10.8 by 2 3/4, which is 7 centimeters if you're doing centimeters. And then you just need some matting pieces. So the first one, now on the tutorial that I watched, they had this matting piece and then they put a piece of designer series paper. Oh, that's so lovely, Andrea. What a nice thing to come back to. So this one here is our back piece, so it's 5 1/4 by 4, and then you need 2 pieces at 3 1/4 by 4 3/4, and 2 pieces at 2 1/2 by 4. Now, if you wanted to do DSP matte or a different color underneath this, then you could just come in 1/4 of an inch or half a centimeter in from the top, from, you know, the length and the width, and that will give you a nice matting. I haven't put that on there because I actually just liked the single layer and then putting the vellum over the top. So it depends what your preference is. All right, now let me find some goggles. Only 4 lovelies on tonight. Right, we're going to pop this in the trimmer and we're going to do some scoring. So we'll get our cutting blade out of the way. Our first mark, which is a little bit tricky if you go this way, so you can flip it, put it in and flip it around, is 1/4 of an inch. So you're going to put it in long way, so the long side is against the side of your trimmer, and you're going to come down to 1/4 of an inch, which is about 1/2 centimeter. It's just to give you a little tab to connect your front piece on. So you're just going to pop that in and score. And then you're going to score at 3 3/4 inches, which is 9.5 centimeters, essentially. That's a pretty close conversion, actually. And then our last one is 7 1/4. Oh, there go my cupcakes. Hopefully he's awake. 7 1/4. Now this kind of did my head in a little bit when I was doing it, because I thought I'd messed it up, but I hadn't. Alright, so you should have 1/4 inch up 3 3/4, so that actually then means that is 3 1/2, and then another one here which is 7 1/4, which is also 3 1/2, and then this one here is your last piece. So we're going to pop this in with the 1/4 inch piece against the left hand side of our trimmer to measure from, and we're going to come up. This is a tricky measurement. This is 5/8, so that would be 3/4, so that is 5/8. So if you're working centimeters, round up to a centimeter, and you're going to pop that in there. And what you're going to do is you're going to get your, now the video that I watched, she scored it and then trimmed it off. I actually just found it just as easy to line up my cutting blade here with my score mark here, because you can see quite clearly through the through the track, which is at 7 1/4. Okay, because we've just scored that. So 7 1/4, and we're going to come all the way back here. Don't go off. You want to cut the top off these two smaller panels. All right, so cut all the way along there. Now up to you if you want to get a pair of snips or if you want to put it in the trimmer. I'm just going to get a pair of snips and pop this in the trimmer. So I didn't quite line it up, but that's okay. It actually is not going to make any difference at all. So you end up with this piece. Now, I don't know how well you can see that. So we've got our 1/4 inch, our two smaller panels, and our larger panel. Okay, so then this piece here, I didn't measure it. I didn't write my measurements down. So this piece here is going to sit on here. So we want to measure that again. So that is 4 1/4. So I want to come up 4 1/4. Need to move my trimmer out of the way. So you're only going to be cutting this little tab. So if you want to, you can just use your scissors. But I want to show you if you want to use your trimmer. So you're going to put it in at 1/4, and then you're going to get your trimmer blade, and again line it up with the score line, and come back to the left. Now that's a really tiny mark, and we're just going to trim that bit off there as well. Like so. And that is the end of that for now. So this is our base. Let me see how I can get that in the screen so you can see it. Lift it up a bit higher. Lifting it up exposes myself a little bit more than I like to. But so you can see that this is our biggest piece. That's our back. All right, and then we've got our two center pieces which are the same size, and then our little tab, which is going to be the same height as our second piece, and we're just going to pop that on there. Now it's up to you the adhesive that you use, as always. You all know that I'm a fan of glue, but when we're trying to make that, this is going to be quite a busy hinge. It's going to open and close quite a bit, so I'm actually going to use some tear and tape and pop this as close to the center as I can get it, and trim that off. Alright, so then we're going to slide that under there. How's everyone doing today? It's getting warmer. I was quite excited. I actually wore my sunglasses to work the last 2 days. It's like it's nearly spring. Alright, so we're just going to line the edge of your card up with the, just inside the score line, lining it up with the top and bottom. When you're happy with that, just press it down. Alright, so now we're going to do some scoring. Hi Sylvia. I'm going to do some scoring. What have I done there? Oh, that's just where I've maybe over trimmed it a bit, but I think I might get rid of that little score bit, bumpy bit. That's not necessarily flat. Yeah, that's better. Okay, now I want to concertina this because I want it to kind of be, well, it's going to concertina anyway, but I want it to be quite flexible so that it moves quite nicely. Okay. Alright, so remembering that this is our back piece, it feels like you're going back to front. So you have the largest piece on the right hand side, and then our two center pieces, and then our smaller piece. So that means that we're going to close it like a normal card, and then this one is going to go back on itself, and then that one. So it is a concertina kind of deal. and we're just going to make sure that we burnish those score marks so you end up with that shape. Okay, so for those of you who are visual, this is what I drew up. Okay, so this is my full length of card, which is 11, I didn't write that down actually, 11 and a half, whoops, and this is that way, and this is 5.5 inches. Okay, so this is our score mark. So we've got 1/4 of an inch, 3 3/4 and 7 1/4. So you're going to score on the long side, so that piece is against the side of your trimmer. Then you're going to flip it and you're going to cut. So 5/8 of an inch is the next big line after a half, and you're going to come from the 7 1/4 all the way down. So that is, I don't know, hopefully that makes it a little bit easier for you. Okay, and then then you need to come up 4 1/4, and you're going to then, it's about there I think, and you're going to cut that bit off too. Okay, and then this is where your last piece is joined onto. Alright, oh whoopsie, that's very loud. Okay, so decorating time. I wonder how my cupcakes are going. So I'm going to put a piece of vellum on my back piece, and I'm going to put a piece of vellum on my front piece. So I'm just going to be a little bit boring and use the same ones again, because I think the patterns are really quite cool. This one I love for if you had some really cool patterned paper that you could then just kind of stamp in the middle a sentiment, and then pop it over your DSP and get that kind of pop on the front, but that really nice pattern in the background. So I'm going to have one of those, and I'm going to have one of those. Okay. So this one here actually probably doesn't need to be cut down. And you'll notice that these images match the stamp images. So that doesn't actually need to be cut down. We're going to use it as it is, which is 3 3/4 by 5. This one here, we're going to cut down, that's 2 1/2, so 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. So let's go, oh, how was that? Not quite. 2 1/4. Now I want to take a little bit of the dark off and keep some of it, and a little bit of the transparent part. So what did we say? 4, because that's 4 1/4. Yep. What have I done? Oh, yeah. And so that's actually 4 because the other piece. So I might just take a little bit there. And then make this 3 3/4. And still get that lighter piece at the top there. So that's going to go on there like that. Now, vellum can be a little bit tricky to hide the adhesive. So glue dots are really handy, or if you are adding something to the top of it, you could use dimensionals or glue, and then just make sure that the placement of it is where your decorative pieces over the top, so it'll hide it. this one's not so bad, but the plain vellum probably will show through more than the others. Okay, so that's one piece, and I'm gonna, I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of like mountains. And then I'm just going to pop down there. This one I'm going to stamp underneath, and I've got these two. So I might go, I don't think I need a sympathy one. I'm thinking a birthday one. Oh, hi Auntie Roslyn, how are you? I was thinking about you the other day. Ah, again Sylvia. That's no good. So I'm going to do happy birthday, and then on this one I'm going to do sending hugs. I hope you're all well over there, Auntie Roslyn. And it's not too cold. I know that, what is that? Sending hugs, that's it. Alright, now I'm also going to decorate while I'm getting stamps out. I'm going to, I quite like that one. I quite like that one. This one's got some nice sentiments in it too. If you, you know, if you don't want to venture outside of the stamp set. Just getting some blocks. Obviously a bit distracted getting, I actually just about fell asleep on the couch and then thought, oh my gosh, the oven's still going. I'm supposed to be making cupcakes. Get up, get up, get up. It's been a while. All good, sunny today, but cold. Oh, yeah. We're all keeping well, thank you. Enjoying the fact that it's starting to be a little bit warmer and a little bit brighter in the day. Not so dark in the morning, not so... Yeah, that's a good idea, Andrea. Yeah, so I'm going to pop the happy birthday, and I'm just using the standard Momento Tuxedo Black. Now this is this is where we hope that the planning works. So there, and so if I go for the center, and when I pop that over the top, you can see that it looks like it's actually part of the printing because it's not so bright and in your face. Yes, I think some phones are just not very good at dealing with video. We've had a few issues with some Chromebooks at school not connecting, which is annoying. I got a new phone and for some reason it wouldn't let me open up my Google Drive, which is really irritating at school because, you know, my life is on there. Whoops. Okay, so I feel like it needs to go that way. What do we reckon? Let's pop it that way. So I've just popped the glue dots in each corner, which will then hold it down nicely. And let's do the stamping first. So this is my inside piece. I'm going to do these two together. Oh, I just thought I should do this, because when it's opened and laying flat, it looks like... Oh, that's nice of you. Is he at uni now, Zane? He's, I saw Casper's photos of the ball, which is exciting. Hard to believe, but exciting. Good place to start working though is Macca's, because they do some really awesome training. What's the time over there? It's like 8 o'clock here, nearly 8 o'clock here. Must be 1 o'clock. Alright, I'm going to not use that one anymore. I'm going to use this one. Bring that down from the top. Getting all artsy. After my day, that's what I need, I think. It's been a challenge today. This is probably a challenge most days, but you know, must be something in the water, or it's not even really windy, but changing between rain and wind, I suppose, is a bit tricky for some of them to cope with. But okay, that'll do for that one. I'm just going to pop that there, that one, and then this one was on the inside, and I haven't used this one, so let's use that. And it's just stamp and then stamp off. And I was going to put my sentiment, so on this one I've got my sentiment on the front, but I'm going to actually leave that a bit blank, and I'm going to put my sentiment here. Sending, that's right, a gem can go on that. Gina's coming up. Oh, 4 p.m. Oh, cool. It's nice that I know that the Sunshine Coast isn't ideal, but at least she's in the same country. That'll be nice for them to go and visit her. I'm sure she'll appreciate seeing them all. It's hard when you feel like you're so close but so far away as well. You know. Yes, we keep trying to tell Piper that she needs to get a job. She kind of laughs, like she thinks we're joking. Like, mate, I walked home from school, got changed, and left again to go to work at the pharmacy at the town centre. It's like, dude, you actually are in for a rude awakening. But we've got Macca's just up the road from us, and it's a bit hard with all the dancing that she does, but we've got Macca's and sushi place and hopefully Subway opening up soon, so I think that might be actually a really good, I did think Whitcoulls would be good for her, but one of those places would be good, because it's just nice and handy, and if she needs to do a shift after school, then she can just walk straight there, or, you know, in typical fashion, Dad can drop her off. I might have cut that a bit odd, but that's okay. So yeah, she's just turned 15. Oh, I think we all did a lot in those days, didn't we? Walking, because, you know, if we wanted stuff, that was the only way that we were going to get it, is by working, because it wasn't, yeah, it just wasn't. Mind you, things didn't cost as much, did they? I mean, I was talking to her the other day and I was like, my first job was $5 an hour. But I could fill my car for 40 bucks. And I just filled my car today and there was $120. And that price had come down. So maybe it needs something else. Maybe it just needs something else. So let's find some gems. And then I better let everybody go. And I better go and get my child. Oh, let's use some of these. Whoops. Knocking stuff all over the place. Yeah, it would be. I think just to give her some pocket money. She's actually working for a dance. Well, there was no mention of it today when they rang me, but she is going to be helping out at a dance show for another dance school in a couple of weeks. So there was mention of getting paid for that, so that'll be nice. She keeps going, because I keep saying, you know, well, you need to kind of start thinking about a job. Yeah, when I started working at the warehouse, I was working part-time while I was studying, but I got $4.60 an hour, and that included the 6%. Have a nice day, Auntie Roslyn. That included my 6% holiday pay, and then they took tax off it. It's like, how the hell did we, like, no wonder I worked so many hours when I was younger, and worked 7 days a week and a late night, because that was the only way that we could get enough money to, like, you know, cover all our living costs and have some fun. All right, so I don't know how well that's going to show up there. That is the finished card, ladies. So I've put my sentiment on the inside. I just put those little things away. These are the red and green adhesive backed pearls in the July to December in one of the Christmas sets. But it says red and green, but it comes with red, then like I think that's like a soft sea foam or a pool party. Make that look like a thing. Silver and gold, so they're quite sweet actually. And that is getting stuck. And that is the end, ladies. That is card number, I don't even know what number. I've lost count. I got this punch. I'm not going to pop it on today because you know, it's 8:05. But this rectangle postage stamp punch is what I used for this one, in case you're wondering, to get that rectangular shape but have the nice edging on it. And all I did is just cut 2 extras out of some scrap of black and just mounting it behind. My mum took my pay packet and gave me $10 for petrol money. When I was 21, I had enough. Ah, that's so amazing. Yeah, see, that's so amazing. That you're so well prepared for being able to buy a house at 21. I think I was probably close, but I had a deposit. But just not a great. I was studying, but anyway, it's amazing the difference in what they have now and what we have, and the amount and stuff that they can earn, which is kind of crazy. But then when you think about how much it costs to just get groceries these days, it's quite horrendous. All right, ladies, so thank you very much for joining me tonight. I hope that you enjoy that card. Thank you for those ladies who have already posted cards from Sunday night. Some of them are beauty. They are expensive. They're crazy expensive. can't believe how much we paid for our house. Yeah, so thank you very much. It's been really nice to see some new faces, adding their cards, which is awesome. I love that everyone is so keen to share their creativity, and all of them are so different, which is amazing. Yeah, so thank you very much. I look forward to seeing your efforts with giving this one a go. I'm sure there's going to be some amazing ideas, as they always are. And on Sunday night, we will do a draw for both lots of cards. So if you only do one, then that's totally cool. Love to see it, pop it up on my page. If you do two, I'll put your name in twice for the winning wheel. And Alison, I have got your stuff in my car, and I'm going to send you a message after I get home from picking Piper up about a prize from Sunday, and I will drop them around tomorrow after work, or on my when I drop her. Thanks, Andrea. Do you like them? They're quite special. Someone really cool sent them to me. I got home tonight, and Matt was like, "Oh, you got tassel-y earrings on," and I was like, "Yeah, I do." Yeah, they're pretty cool. I'm too scared to wear the butterfly ones to work because I don't want them to break again, but these ones seem to be alright with my mask. So I'm keeping the butterfly ones to where I don't have to wear a mask. So I'll try and wear them on Sunday night or something. Yeah, so have a lovely week. I will see you. I'm rambling. I see you on your parcel. No, I haven't seen it. There's another gift. You're too nice. You're so lovely. Thank you. No, there was mail today, but it was just some cellophane bags that I ordered and a random catalogue. Yeah, so I will, Alison, I'll get onto that and drop it off tomorrow, but I'll message you and see if you're home and if it's not too late. And hopefully I put the day on the post. I've scheduled the post for Sunday. It's going to go live on Saturday. If it doesn't, it is for Sunday night. So my apologies if I freaked you out yesterday when I posted it and you thought it was for Tuesday. Right. So I'll see you Sunday night. Look forward to seeing your amazing creations. And yes. Oh, cool. Thank you, Andrea. And yeah, have a great week. Bye for now.